Welcome to D20 Deathmatch! Woo! Whew, that was rough. We've been out of the game a while. Welcome to D20 Deathmatch, everyone. We find ourselves once again in the halls of the Dread Fortress as we soar through the open mouth of that skull in this lava field. We find ourselves in the subterranean castle with the walls wet with dew. Pictures of what used to be the Arbiter now hang on the walls with blue tabards hanging everywhere. As we move through the Dread Fortress, though, things are oddly silent, as there's no merriment to be had, no shenanigans happening. Everything's very straight-laced, as it were, at this point. As we find ourselves in the throne room, the Lord of Fate now slouched on his throne, kind of picking his teeth, looking extremely bored, just mumbling to himself. There was something I needed to do today. There was something... Deathmatch! As he stands up quickly and looking around, exclaiming deathmatch to nobody, because there is nobody in the room with him. He is by himself. This is not going to do. I'm going to need an assistant. And he's looking around again, trying to find anybody in the room when there's nobody. Looking down at his feet, though, he notices a pink worm writhing and wriggling around in the dirt. You! I have plans for you. You will serve me! As he begins to reach out a hand and using his magic begin to morph and reshape this worm as it begins to contort and shape in the air in front of him.
As that movement rises within, this worm grows in size, about 3 feet, sprouting wings, a small face, and if anything, less worm-like and much more like an imp, but still glittery pink on ends, almost like a very ugly fairy on this end. Oh my gosh, you chose me! You chose me! Ah! And she immediately begins to grovel at the feet of the Lord of Fate. Oh my gosh, I'm not worthy!
Lifting his new Italian leather boots up out of your grasp. I absolutely agree, you're not. This is a little awkward for me because I thought that you were going to be a mindless automaton, and it seems that that's not the case, and now I feel like I'm obligated to ask your name.
Mindless? No. I am not mindless. I'm very aware. I am Thea. And with a flare, she kind of bursts up to the air, her small wings poofing open as a cloud of pink dust pops out from it, and she bows low. I am a worm worthy just to be here, right? I've drank from the blood of champions as it spilled along the ground into the dirt. I withered amongst the bones and got to know all of their injuries, their weaknesses, their strengths. I have been raised in the arena. I know everything about it, and I'm so glad that you picked me. You picked me. And she just kind of begins to shake with excitement.
I am going to need you to calm down.
Oh. And her wings will collapse into her body and she'll drop to the ground. Okay. You needed an assistant. And you can tell like she's shivering like a small chihuahua trying to keep her energy compressed. An assistant needs a clipboard, and out of nowhere, probably her butthole, she pulls out a clipboard. I'm ready. What can I do to help?
Well, you see, it is Sunday, and Sunday is deathmatch day, and so we need to put a deathmatch together right now.
Well, right now. Okay. Deathmatch, clipboard, got it. Acolytes. And she'll clap her hands, and suddenly, as if granted additional magic powers, portals open up all over the void, summoning the acolytes quite immediately and without warning. And the many times that she continues to clap with having zero control, she just opens portal after portal after portal. So acolytes will not have to travel far. In fact, many are showing up in their house, in their living room, in their bathroom, in their toilets, and all sorts of places to make sure it's easy access to get them into the arena. Right. Deathmatch, that means we need acolytes. An arena. Oh, I didn't plan a place. What about here?
Hey,
the front yard.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh my gosh, we're
Look at
both
that.
the same mind.
Well, I created you, so I suppose that makes a certain amount of sense. Yeah, we'll just do it on the lawn, old school.
Perfect. The
Yeah.
front lawn. She writes it down on her clipboard quite excitedly. So, what else do we need?
Champions? Do you know of anybody who could fight to the death at a short notice?
Yeah, when I was a small worm, I heard some people talking shit, said that they could do better, that they could fight so much better than the champions that they saw in the arena that day, and I thought, they better be able to prove themselves. I bet I can find them. Hold on. And she closes her eyes, and it goes into like this small meditation. The pink begins to drain from her scaly flesh, kind of going a deep, dark gray. And she becomes sitting very still, almost too still, for a very uncomfortable time, especially as you're sitting in silence, Arbiter. Oh, sorry, Lord of Fate. Oh, and with her eyes pop open, I found them, and she'll clap really quick. First, let me introduce both of them to you. Trust me, you can look them over, give them a good thumbs up or a thumbs down, but I promise you're gonna give 2 thumbs up because there's 2 of them. And she claps and 2 portals open up, stepping through. First, Atlas, large in size, and second, Killy Yesman with charisma oozing from all armpits, I assume. Atlas, welcome! Please do me the favor of introducing yourself to the Lord of Fate.
Salutations, Lord of Fate. I am Atlas, defender of the innocent, breaker of bones and bitches.
Yeah! Witches!
I think he said bitches.
Oh, bitches! Yeah!
Indeed. Apologies, my autocorrect is a bit aggressive today.
See? Isn't he great? So large in size and little sparkly things that come from him, and if you touch it, it goes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he looks very strong. Short notice, it's like an 8 out of 10. Good job.
See? Atlas, I told you. 8 out of 10. What do you think of that, Atlas? 8 out of 10.
Atlas, as he hears this, you see these gyros start to whir and come to life. You watch as his chest cavity sort of expands outwards. His shoulder pads eject from this compartment inside of his chassis. As this does so, you hear the whirring and the lightning crackle as both of his fists start to hover into the air. As they kind of like almost gyroscopically align around his body. You watch as they come forward into this powerful clenched fist the size of a goblin, and you watch as he just thumbs up.
Yeah! Right? She'll look back at the Lord of Fate. Thumbs up, right?
Like 75%. Good job.
That works! Good! Now the second one. And she'll run over, grab the hand of Killy Yesman, dragging you forward. Now it's your turn. You have to introduce yourself really well.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Killy Yesman, and I'm here to prove that I am just as unbeatable as the delicious, thirst-quenching taste of Double Sun Cola. And he points at the big logo at his chest. And you see his chest, his pec muscles are like 2 balloons, undulating back and forth. In fact, you've never seen chest muscles be able to move so quickly and and expand so widely.
That's that's it.
I don't know how I feel about this. I'm feeling many things.
I'm sure
And Thea
some
kind
of
of
the
pulls herself in a little bit, hiding behind her clipboard.
That's not really my thing, but I'm sure some of the acolytes could be interested.
Oh,
Hey, once you get a taste of this frosty tip in your mouth, you will change your mind, my lord.
You're very respectful, so I guess good job. This one looks better, more traditional champion. I'm not sure. Where did you get this salesman?
Oh, I saw their billboard and it was really big. And I thought if you can have a big billboard, you could probably do a really big kind of attack. Right, Killy?
Oh, yeah, and I consider my life to be worthless, so I am ready to fight to the death to sell this soda.
That's even better.
Well,
He's easy to kill, maybe, right? Are you easy to kill or are you hard to kill?
I'm going to be as unbeatable as the delicious taste of Double Sun Cola.
Ha ha! Double Sun Cola. What about that? Is that a thumbs up? Do we get 2 thumbs up?
I mean, he's
Lord of
willing to
Fate?
die, so yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah,
I
that's
approve.
2 thumbs up.
Listen, in short notice, I gotta say, again, this is more of a compliment to me because I created you, but this is really nice work.
I mean, I was technically alive.
But was that living?
And
Was
she
it?
just kind of freezes for a moment and her head tilts. Clearly, slightly, the gears are no longer turning and have found a small glitch.
All right, very well. Are we ready then? Are we prepared? You all are ready to die? Thea, are you ready to watch them die?
Of course I am. I've lived for this moment. I want blood and guts coming up like fountains everywhere. Blood cannons, as it soaks the entire Acolyte fan base. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Unrelated, remind me to put a therapist on our payroll.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You could
there,
put that down. We're gonna need one of those, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
One.
Well then, let me do the honors as the Arbiter stands up out of his throne. Sorry, the Lord of Fate stands up out of his throne and claps his hands, and ripples in space begin to perforate the room as rips and tears form, and it's almost like the room around you is just torn asunder as you now find yourself on the lawn in front of the Dread Fortress. Above you, high in the sky, the stands of the Acolytes appear, ethereal in nature, as they begin to shout and cheer, and the now Lord of Fate, floating high into the sky on his white wings. Acolytes! Welcome to a new season of death matches. I know things have been tense in the interim since the Grandmaster's, I don't even know how to describe it. Since she's fired. I guess she got fired, right? I fired her? Is that how we'd say it? Thea?
I'll write that down. Fire, and we'll put out bulletins and tell all the newspapers to
laid off.
record it as that she was fired.
Laid off. It's more dignified.
Laid off.
Yeah, it's a no fault situation. I didn't do anything. She didn't do anything. We just, I think it's better that way. Anyway,
Did you get a severance package?
She's going to get one soon enough. It's a little beheading joke.
Oh, I get it. That was definitely good. Wasn't good at all.
Anyway, Acolytes, are you ready for blood? Yeah! Very well. Then, you know what, Thea? I'm going to let you do the honors here. You can start the deathmatch. I should be sitting on the throne as he goes up to the top and sits himself down on the throne.
Standing between the two of you, you see Thea, almost excited, floating in the air, those wings flapping furiously, kicking up more bright pink sparkly dust everywhere. Oh my gosh, it's our first death match of the season! That means we really have to show them how it's done. We're gonna set the bar so high, it'll be impossible for anyone else to reach. Am I right, Atlas? And she'll turn to flip over to Atlas.
Affirmative. You are correct. There will be much.
Yes, I am! Killy, are you ready to show them what you got?
Killy takes his 2 straws, sticks them in his mouth, and sucks soda, and his pecs bulge even larger.
Yeah,
Ready.
You're gonna suck so hard. Let's go ahead and get this death match underway. I need both of you to roll initiative! And she'll fly up in the air like a small, tiny rocket, ready to oversee, a small whistle in hand, prepared to be able to whistle in case anything goes out of bounds.
All right, looks like Atlas rolls was an 18 for initiative, flat roll, and Achille, was it a 6?
It's a 6.
It's a 6. All right. Very well. As we enter into round number 1. Atlas, you are the first to act.
All right. Atlas's large size doesn't make him very fast, but he is powerful. As he feels the fresh cut grass on the bottoms of his heavy iron boots, the first thing that he does is he begins to scan over the lawn and sees nearby what looks to be a like kind of a lawnmower, but it's got like this death skull, these Harley Davidson pipes coming out the side of it, and instead of like the typical rotor blades, it's got like an industry level carpentry buzzsaw that just whirs around the lower jaw of this skull. Atlas reaches over and says, "It is time to cut the grass." And I'm going to grab hold of this lawnmower and with both hands kind of swing it down, bringing to bear this heavy engine right on top of you and your stupid face.
Injury with insult.
All right.
A 17 to hit, a 12 to defend. It's gonna hit.
Oh, my stupid face!
That is not all. As what I'm then going to do is I'm going to, with my second action, basically try to launch one of my fists, literally rocketing it 90 degrees away from where I've just landed the lawnmower strike. As it sort of veers into the air, it starts to launch these little turbines that bring the fist back around like a boomerang, heading straight back for Killy as he's recoiling from the hit, and the intention is to then sort of grab the back of his head and force it into the lawnmower yet again.
Oh, excellent.
Brutal. 17 to hit. 7 to defend.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
All right, as that hit slams Killy down, Atlas is going to drop the dented and bunted lawnmower and sort of grab hold of his shirt and sort of have the levitating fist kind of pull him to his feet. It has been brought to my attention that organic life forms tend to be that which they consume, and it appears as though you woke up this morning and ate a big bowl of little bitches. And I'm going to then punch him square in the jaw.
All right. Third action coming in.
Oh!
Oh! Nat 20!
It's a natural 20! All right, very well. With a natural 20, you are going to regain 1 fighting spirit as well as 1 adrenaline.
Fuck yeah.
And obviously
yeah,
it's
so I
not
think
gonna hit.
Atlas's so Atlas's fist goes like straight into Killy's face, and like Killy doesn't even react. In fact, his chin, you feel like absolutely no give as your fist like hits against it. It doesn't move at all. So Killy just sips soda, and as he sips, you see the wounds that he took, like they begin to heal. So he's gonna use his first action to mend one of his fighting spirits, and then he's gonna just push your fist back with his chin, and he's gonna say, "You know, there are some advantages to having grown up with the world's most punchable face. You're gonna have to do better than that, Atlas. In fact, you're gonna have to try at more."
You had me with the first half of that, but it kind of lost me in the second 50%.
Oh no, I got it because his name's Atlas, but it was sounding like at least, and then I was gonna go at more, and it levels up because you gotta know how words work.
No, I got it. It just wasn't funny.
Oh, I thought it was really funny. Also, I have to agree with him on all points. His face is very punchable. Like, I looked at it and I really had to hold back both of these suckers, or else I was gonna go pew, pew, pew. Now that it really would have been much. I'm not very good at fighting.
Have you ever fought as a worm? Do you fight? Do worms fight?
And she's going to look at her fist real quick and throw a fist out maybe at you.
Oh, we're doing this, huh?
Oh, no.
Oh, we're doing this. Oh, the Lord of Fate! Natural 20!
Okay, great. I clearly don't know how to fight. I'm sorry. And she'll shrink down into the smallest little size that she can on the very tip of your Italian leather stupid boot. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what I was doing, but obviously, because you're so great, you were able to see that I was gonna make such a stupid move.
That's true. I can see all through time and space, and I am the Lord of Fate, so obviously I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, of course. You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter.
Okay.
Let's take a look at what Killy's gonna. Killy. What else would you like to do for your turn?
So Killy launches himself forward, like dashing as fast as his twig legs will take him towards Atlas, and he's gonna use his first move just to throw an elbow into his chest, just test his defenses. This guy looks tough. How tough is he really?
Ooh.
19.
19 to hit.
Ooh.
A 6 on the defense. You're gonna hit.
Oh, wow, my friend, you're slower than my girlfriend's 5-year-old iPhone. And so he's gonna then shoot around to the side and around him, and behind him, he's gonna then try to drive his elbow into the back of the robot for a second attack.
All right. 12 to hit. Ooh. 15 on the defense. Not gonna do it.
So Killy's gonna take a step back. He's gonna reach behind him and he's gonna pull out a bottle of Double Sun Cola. It looks like a glass bottle, like maybe like a Coca-Cola-esque bottle, but it's got 2 large balls at the bottom that remind you of suns.
That's what it reminded me of. Of course.
Mm-hmm, of course.
So then he's going to shake the bottle, and then he's going to toss it over to Atlas.
Wait, is there a good technique to shake the bottle beforehand?
Oh, let me show you. There's many techniques that I can show you in order to shake Double Sun Cola.
Is it strictly a one-handed technique, or can it be a two-handed?
You can definitely shake it with 2 hands. You can even hold both balls while you shake it.
Oh.
It gives it like a little bit of extra motion, extra panache.
As all of this
Excellent.
shaking
That's
begins
excellent.
to build up and really just garner a lot of excitement building within. Atlas, you see this bottle hurtling towards you. Let's have this roll up because I am not mature enough for this conversation.
Is the bottle the attack?
The bottle. So basically, I'm just gonna offer him a bottle of soda, and if I could like flavor it like this,
yeah.
Atlas, you just catch it. Do you catch it?
I'll try to catch it. Yeah, 100%.
Hey, enjoy that bottle. And then as you hold it, it explodes in your hand. It just sprays the liquid all over you.
All right. Roll the hit then.
You're covered in sticky.
It's a natural 1!
No!
On the defense.
Oh my god, yes.
Versus a 7. A natural 1. Atlas, as that bottle explodes in your face, you are going to lose a fighting spirit for the hit and an extra fighting spirit for the nat 1, as well as gain 1 fatigue.
So as the soda pours over Atlas, you just watch as these sparks start to fly out. It sort of runs down his hands. You can see his hands kind of glitching and twitching as it pours over his body.
Those begin to drip around you. What flavor was the sun drink, by the way?
Well, I mean, it's scientifically created to taste kind of. It reminds you of something that tastes delicious.
That's like how Mountain Dew markets their flavors. It just tastes delicious. Well, what's the flavor? like delicious.
It tastes like science.
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 That's my favorite.
I love it. It's delicious.
I love science.
Atlas is made of science, as it turns out. Now, Atlas, that you're covered with your own stuff. What?
Don't phrase it like that. Don't
Sorry.
phrase it like that.
Well-
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. He's science. He's
Yeah, I'm covered in Killy stuff.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're. Yes. My bad. My bad. We're learning so much today. It's science. As you find yourself covered, yeah, like all of it, from head to toe, covered in Killy's sticky stuff. You might find it difficult to move. Anything you touch is harder to remove as well. Killy, is there anything else you would like to do?
That's it for my actions.
Excellent. Now, as we end this round, that means that Arbiter. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep calling you that. Is that okay?
No, it's not
And-
okay. In fact, you know what? Just so
No.
there's no more confusion,
Yes.
I name you the Arbiter.
The Arbiter? Oh my gosh, I love that name. I'm gonna be the best she'll catch herself. I'll be the second best Arbiter there ever was. After yours, of course. Why also are we calling you the Lord of Fate?
Self-explanatory, right? I can control fate.
Oh, okay. I was just curious why you opted for the title of Lord instead of Emperor or King or Master of the Universe.
Because I'm a humble man, of course.
Oh.
I mean, I could.
She'll look to the other two. He's humble.
I mean, I could say King of Fate, the god, but it's ostentatious, right? Little humility has never hurt anyone.
Some of the most humble people I know are known as Lord.
See, he knows a lot of lords.
Oh.
Have a good poker face.
You know what?
What did you need again?
I wanted to recap and to make sure my data is correct because we kicked off with heck of a start, but I wanted to make sure everyone knew we were on the same page. So when I look at this and I look at Atlas and how many fighting spirit they have to continue to keep going, I see 15. Atlas, is that correct on your end as well? You feel 15 good?
Yes, on a scale of 1 to whatever I was previously, I definitely feel a 15.
Excellent. Killy, I also have you at a 15 as well. Does that mean the two of you are equal?
I mean, I have myself at a 16 because I took one of my actions to sip the ice cold, delicious taste.
You did.
Sensation.
When you drink your own juice, you really just felt yourself better, huh? Okay. That's a secret power I didn't know existed, so that's an idea. 16. So 15 for Atlas, 16 for Killy Yesman, which means Lord of Fate. It's a really close fight, which means we're also ready for round number 2. Can we start round number 2 now?
Just a moment. Thea, right? Is Thea?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good. Give me a roll.
Okay. And she'll look around and spot, Lady Magdala. And she'll go out and pluck and steal the D20 from Lady Magdala to roll instead. That's so good! I am really good at this!
Listen,
And we'll kind of pick up that D20 die that she had thrown. Yeah! And then yeet it straight back at Lady Magdala. That was amazing! What does that mean?
That means, well, for now, it means nothing.
now.
But we're gonna make note of it for later.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to teach you a little bit about drama tonight.
Drama.
Drama.
I love drama. Drama
Anticipation.
is what makes the arena great. No, you didn't say it right. You're supposed to go antissa, and then we do a whole round, and then you finish it.
You're a quick study. I like that.
You went too quickly.
I see.
The audience
and I
prefers
was
if
testing
you
you,
extend
and
it.
you caught
Yeah.
that, and you passed. Great job.
Oh,
You're fantastic.
Does that mean I get a cookie at the end of this?
Sure, why not?
Yeah! Cookies for everyone! You get a cookie pointing at Atlas. You get a cookie pointing at Achilles. And everyone here gets a cookie on the Lord of Fate. They're gonna love this.
Very well. Are you ready for round number 2?
Yeah! Round number 2!
I could use some work. We'll work on it. We'll workshop it.
Oh, all right.
Atlas, round number 2.
All right. Atlas, as he is lying on the ground, you watch as these two heavy hands suddenly place themselves facing fist down into the dirt. Using the magnetic repulsions of his arms, you watch as he immediately erects himself, dripping with the double sun solar, like dribbling off his chassis and his faceplate as he looks at Killy. Both arms then appear back onto his, floating around his formation. As he is going to use one of his actions, he is going to initiate repair protocols as light begins to surge over his body. So yeah, I'm going to try and heal some of my fighting spirit.
Yeah, make a DC 12 metal save. You succeed, you regain 1 fighting spirit.
You are at 16. You feel yourself empowered. Yes, you hum more to life. In fact, a tiny little chinchilla comes out with an extra AA battery and just like sticks it up your butthole. I said butthole too many times this episode. I'm so sorry.
Maybe about just.
Well, that's okay because it is the exact right size. And as the electricity sort of turns from this like blue to this yellow, you watch as Atlas's 4 eye sockets suddenly glow. This piercing light flashing out of one side as he then sends both of his fists out towards Killy to try and grab him and drag him along the lawn of the Lord of Fate's front garden.
All right.
Yeah! Drag him! Drag him! Drag him! Sounds like I'm saying dragon.
4 to hit and an 8 to defend. Not gonna hit. What's it look like as you dodge this, Killy?
So Killy does get grabbed, but he looks like he's just relaxing as he does so. And instead of like him being dragged on the ground and it like hurts him, he's like being dragged, and the whole time he's just sipping from his little straws, and you see that his butt actually begins to expand as he's sipping this soda, as if it's creating like a little cushion that's too hard to be pushed in.
Ooh, all right. With my final action, as Killy is being dragged, sipping away, you watch as Atlas then sort of twists his body, both of his arms now missing from the torso that is still standing where it was, launching it 90 degrees, taking an upward angle as these fists drag Killy into the air 10 foot, 20 foot, 30 foot, and then suddenly begin to go downwards, spiraling around and around, creating almost like this vortex as it then tries to slam him into a garden shed just at the edge of the garden here.
Do it!
16 to hit, 9 to defend. It's gonna hit. All right.
So Killy just gets slammed through the roof of this garden shed, and I think there's just a cloud of dust that just kicked up into the air. And as the dust is beginning to settle, you see one massive silhouette like in the midst of it. And that's when the dust clears, it's Atlas. And right below him, you see Killy with a pitchfork through his shoulder. Who left this here? Why would somebody leave this here? This is an active battle zone. It's like they're trying to kill us. We're supposed to put on a show, right?
Sorry, Killy. I forgot to clean the battlefield before I put you out on there.
I'm not even sure.
It's actually the
With a
goblin's fault.
pitchfork.
before the classic fights. You know, we're gonna go ah. Also, pitchforks are really great if you have to do a lot of s'mores all at once.
So as seeing Killy with the pitchfork in his shoulder, Atlas is going to just sort of walk over, and as he does, you watch as one of his hands go towards the wound, and you watch as one of his fingers kind of like twists and sort of opens, and there's this antiseptic spray that he just sort of. I do not wish for you to die from an infection. You will die because I will tear you to pieces.
Well, thanks, friend. Could you wait till I pull this out of my shoulder before you spray it? Will you spray it again after?
It is inadvisable to remove piercings once they have been embedded into your body. It may open up an artery or cause further complications. You should seek medical attention. The more you know.
There's no medical attention until the end of the fight.
Oh, then go nuts.
Well, I believe, Keely, I believe anything in response here, I believe it is your turn.
Pitchfork still in shoulder.
Yeah, so Keely is gonna, he's gonna look over to Atlas and he's gonna be like, oh, don't worry, I got this. And he pulls out the pitchfork and at the same time pours some of the liquid from the icy cold bottle of Double Sun Cola onto it. And it is so sticky and so tacky that it just instantly like coagulates on it, seals off the wound, he hopes.
It's science.
So I'm gonna try to do a healing.
Try to heal? Okay.
Yes.
Ooh, DC 12 metal save. You got a 9. You try to heal, but that pitchfork is girthy. The prong's like really getting in there.
You know, everyone's just watching him do this, and, you know, it's clear that he's still gravely injured, and, you know, it's not happening, and he's like, oh, hold on a moment, I swear this will work, I swear this works. So he's gonna try it again with pouring more cola onto it.
That'll work. With a 14, you are able to regain a fighting spirit.
Everyone knows that if it's starting to hurt, you just keep doing more of the same thing. More science.
Yes.
Yes. And, like, just to show him how healed it is, he, like, flexes his pec and it just, you know, inflates up and down, just undulates. It is new.
I just don't see why that's necessary. I don't get it as he's looking over at the...
No. That's why it can go... If there's a hole in it, like a balloon, it goes... And it won't work.
Yeah, I know, I get that, but, like, why do it in the first place? Like, who is he trying to impress here?
Oh, with stabbing him in the pitchfork, I think that was actually accidental. Never mind. Continue! Ah, Killy! It is still your turn! 2 actions done.
So Killy's gonna discard the pitchfork, and then he's gonna look over at Atlas, looming above him, and he's gonna try to sweep the legs out from under this monstrosity. Cool.
5 to hit. $18 on the defense. No go.
So as the leg goes to hit the boot, you just hear this.
You are really made of some real sturdy metal. Like, they made you full of real quality stuff. My hat's off to your maker.
Who is your maker? So we can all take hats off. Oh, I need a hat.
Oh, I have a protocol for this. You watch as a small window opens in Atlas's chest, and he begins to scroll, almost like you're scrolling through your like Spotify list. And eventually, he plays a small little audio bite, which just says, "Your mother."
Don't make fun of my mother that way.
I don't think he literally means your mother. Also, who was your... Do you have a mother?
I do have a mother.
Yes, I'm asking Thea.
Ha! Oh. Suck it, Atlas!
I cannot. I have no mouth.
Oh.
Noted.
But you've got a port, and while everybody's doing this conversation, Killy sort of snuck below Atlas, and where the mouse inserted the AA batteries, Killy shoves the bottle in and tries to kick it up into the port. It's
Roll
attack.
it.
That was
Oh,
beautiful.
it's a 5 to hit. What's the defense? 7. Oh, it was close. You almost got him.
So
I'm
close.
sorry, but that device is not compatible with my port.
You've got plenty more ports to try, I'm sure.
All right.
You gotta try just stuffing them into each port and also flip it around the wrong way. Every time I go to plug something in, I always plug it in the wrong direction. You gotta flip it. And then when you try that, you've discovered it was actually the first way, you just didn't aim correctly. I struggle with ports. Anyway,
A lot of
That's
weird
all my
knowledge
actions.
for a worm. All right, is that the
we know our things about ports too, okay?
end of the round? I'm going to need you to give me a roll.
Oh, okay. I can do that again. And she'll look up. Make bluff! I'll steal your dice this time. And Thea will run down, swoop in a quick fashion, grabbing a D20 from McBluff's hands.
Ooh.
It's a 2.
That's not good. That's got to go on your performance review. I'm sorry.
But I got a nat 12 the first time.
And listen, that's on here as well. You know, you got to take the good with the bad. I can't overlook it. I'm sorry. It's just, and in fact, the fact that you kind of asked me to is I got to write that down as well.
If I'm a little shorter, will you be able to overlook it then?
Round number 3. Just start the round.
Round number 3!
Atlas, you're the first to act here.
Okay, so as as Killy is propped up behind Atlas with like this bottle that he's trying to like jam into his port socket, Atlas is going to turn from his hip without moving his legs 180 degrees so that he is now facing Killy. As he does so, he plays another one of the audio things from his chest cavity, and he goes, "Nice hat, bro." And you watch as these two fists grab hold of the soda cans by the side of his helmet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an attack, use all 3 of my status effects, use my power-up, use my heroic surge, and then use my ability, Unbreakable Force. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn his head into a paint can shaker and try to explode the soda on his head by literally just vibrating it to an insane degree.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Lord of Fate, I'm gonna need some help with this. As Thea's brain begins to explode, she has her little clipboard out. Okay, so an additional status effect adds a permanent effect until they can change it. So that's an additional 3 points that they're going for the attack. And applying the power-up is 3 times the damage. And the heroic surge is also 5 times the damage. And if I add that, do I add and then multiply? Or do I multiply and then add? Then on top of that, they've...
Just take a breath here.
Okay.
Atlas, correct me if I'm wrong. You said a heroic surge, a power-up, and all 3 status effects? I can't hear you. You gotta speak louder. Your voice modulation's broken.
Sorry.
He may
yes,
have overloaded.
That's okay. I was still set to Bluetooth, and somebody in the audience had my vocal cords. Yes, all of those things plus Unbreakable Force.
Okay, and
Which is your special effect that you get to do.
Yes.
And so how much fighting spirit are you sacrificing on this?
I will sacrifice 6.
All right, so you're giving up 6.
That automatically puts you down to 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holy macaroni!
So
And there is such thing as holy macaroni. I've been to the temple.
So you are sacrificing 6 health to add 6 to your to hit. You're adding a heroic surge, a power up, and all 3 status effects, which will apply a permanent status effect So if you hit, this is this is a 9-pointer right here. If you hit on this,
9 points. That'll
9
take
points of
over
damage.
half.
If you hit, you have a +6 to hit on top of your normal attack.
So that is 16.
16 to hit
Oh!
with a 3 to defend.
It went on the 20 and then it tipped.
So as Atlas grabs hold, you feel this vibration. It's soft at first and kind of almost feels like a neck massage, but then it starts to intensify. And you watch as these lightning bolts start to rise from Atlas's shoulders and the arms as they continue to vibrate. As they do, you watch as Killy's head starts to turn into this blur, but it's only his head that does so. And you watch as these cans swell, and then once they do so, you hear this deafening explosion, and a shell-shocked wave of sound basically ruptures Killy's ears from the side. He is covered in this concussive, sticky force as it sprays, almost like a blood spratter. The audience members, the acolytes who are wearing ponchos are very glad that they are, because it is just a rain of Double Sun soda everywhere as Atlas is now just kind of pulls his hands away from the now exploded hat.
Well, that was certainly an attack. By my calculations, we've Atlas sacrificing his own health. There's 10 fighting spirit left, whereas Killy is
correct.
7.
Correct. That is the math that I have also been able to get to after a long time. Atlas, that was terrifying. And she'll clap her hands, and chinchillas will come out with tiny towels and hand them out to all of the acolytes.
Additionally, because you applied a permanent status effect, you will lose 1 fighting spirit at the end of each of your turns, Killy, unless you use a heroic surge to clear that effect.
Yeah, weren't there 3 that were applied?
It was
There were
permanent because he used 3.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot. That's gonna hurt for a very long time until you're dead. And then it could still hurt, but your nerves won't be able to register it.
You see, the irises, Achilles' eyes are spinning, kind of in a little whirl, pattern. But he whispers "Oh, thanks, bro. Everybody, how'd you like your free sample of Double Sun Cola? Is it delicious?"
Yeah, we love it. As they scream with mouths open, begging for more of your juice.
So I think so was that the end of your turn, Atlas?
No, that was my first action.
That was his first action. He's got a couple more.
All right. But this does require a bit of a cooldown, so I'm going to use my next 2 actions to have Atlas just sort of letting off steam as his gyros start to cool down, and I'm going to use 2 actions to heal some of my damage.
All right, roll that metal save. DC 12. 17 will do on the first.
Natural!
That's embarrassing.
So with the 17, you will heal. With the natural 1, however, you will instead lose that fighting spirit that you just gained and gain a fatigue. So you're still at 10, and now you have a fatigue.
That's kind of embarrassing, and by kind of, I mean it's very embarrassing, and everyone's laughing at you now.
As you try to power up that sun color is just seeping into your circuits, and just sparks shoot out. All right.
Oh,
Why are there chunks?
Lord of Fate.
Yes.
If I have this correctly, so Atlas has 2 fatigues, right?
He does, correct.
Can we update the scoreboard so it shows as such?
Yes, that's what happened there.
Yeah, and Killy got 1 adrenaline, so that also has to be. I'm not trying to tell you how to do
listen,
your job, but
it's a
I'm
new
kind
system.
of
I'm still
offering a very
learning.
helpful suggestion that I think our viewers, the acolytes, would really like.
I It's a new system. You just don't embarrass me in front of the
No.
acolytes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If anything,
I'm
you
sorry.
should be running this thing.
I'm sorry.
Why am I doing
I
all
should
of
be.
this?
I
I should be sitting here
should-
sipping a Sun Cola.
But I only have 2 hands, and it takes 2 hands to hold a
Well,
clipboard.
you know what? That's my fault for making you defective.
You should have given me more hands.
You're right.
yes.
That's
Actually,
that's
in
my
addition
fault.
to hands,
That's my own-
I think it would be a good idea that instead of just giving me 4 hands, if you gave me 4 arms with the hands, because the hands just sticking out would make it still really difficult to be able to do things.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That makes perfect sense. This is really my own fault.
Arms without hands are really difficult to use.
Yeah.
No, hands without arms. That's what I meant.
I seem to manage just fine.
Not
See?
everyone is as cool as you, Atlas.
That is fact.
That is true. I can't argue with it. Atlas is right again.
I mean, he does seem to be right a lot. It seems. Can we move on with the deathmatch, or are you going to talk about hands
yes.
all day?
Well, you know what, Alice? You may be right, but it's no longer your turn. So suck it. Gilly, it's yours. You're clearly now my new favorite. As she looks over at Atlas and bug eyes him out.
You can. And then Achilles like weakly lifting a bottle of Dosan Cola towards Atlas. You can suck this if you want. You deserve it after that. I recognize you as a true champion.
Atlas will take it, but will once again remind everyone I have no mouth.
We'll figure out some way to get it inside you, bud. Don't worry.
I
There's
saw your
you.
previous attempt.
So, you see Killy is still just gravely injured, but as he passes the bottle to Atlas, you see almost like a gentle breeze and an inner light begin to glow from within his shirt, like the Double Sun Cola's logo on his shirt. And you see like the glow just begin in the 2 suns at the bottom, just like a little hair of that sun, and it fills it up all the way until the bottle's shaft is entirely full, and then it explodes outward and covers Killy as he uses his heroic surge to get rid of the active status.
Oh.
Sacrificing your heroic surge to clear your permanent status effect. Big move. Heroic surge used.
That's insane. That's your heroic surge, and you had to just let it go all over yourself. I don't know a better way to say that. I'm
He
sorry.
definitely heroic surged all over himself.
Yes.
It was worth it, because right now, what's more important is to just let the people know, let all the acolytes know about the advantages of drinking Double Sun Cola. Can we cut to a commercial break? Oh no, it's sponsor break.
What is happening here?
He's doing his own advertisement.
What?
Do you have your own advertisement?
What are you doing? Why is this? What happened? What is this? Where did this come from?
Killy is channeling power inside of his fists. And then when he unleashes it, a giant Double Sun logo appears in the sky.
Who authorized this? Did you authorize this?
Look at it. It's in the sky. There was once 1 sun, but now there's 2 more, and they're bigger.
Yes.
Average sized.
Aren't they magnificent?
They're
Listen,
golden.
kids. Listen, kids. Double Sun Cola. Go steal your parents' wallet, get some. They'll thank you later. Double Sun Cola is a food, a superfood, a supplement. It reminds you of food, and it's a pretty good adhesive as well. You could use it for almost anything, including some mild housework.
All right.
And it's been banned in at least 3 countries. So you know that those governments don't want you to get the good stuff. So you better rush out and stock up while you can.
All right, using your ad break feat in combination with your attack, if you successfully hit, your opponent's metal will be decreased by 1 until they use an action to clear it.
Oh, I really want one of the double sun drinks.
That's an 8 to hit. A 6 to defend. It's going to hit.
So while everybody's like looking up at this double sun, Killy's like snuck over to Atlas, and when Atlas looks down, Killy has actually painted a decal of the double sun logo on Killy's chest.
Graffiti.
Atlas, you now have this double sun logo on your chest. Your metal decreases by 1. You can use an action to clear that effect. But for now, your metal decreases.
I mean, drink up, bud. You're part of the family now.
You've been branded.
I have branding potential. Fear me.
You've got that nice decal logo, brand new, shiny, and it is waterproof. Now plastered onto your chest.
Yep.
All right,
So-
That was really good, Killy. What else can you do?
For his other 3 actions, he's going to take out 2 bottles. You don't even know where he keeps his bottles, but he just reaches behind his back and he pulls out 2 more bottles of Double Sun Cola, refills his hat, sips those, takes out another bottle, and clinks the one that's in Atlas's hand, and then just flicks open the bottle cap. And even while he's sipping, he drinks the 3rd one as he's using all 3 actions to try to heal his fighting spirit.
Okay,
Cheers, buddy.
give us 3 metal saves. 14 will do it.
14.
11 will not do it. 5 will not do it. You
5.
regain 1 fighting spirit.
That puts you at 8.
All right. With things being even here, Atlas at 9, Killy at 8. That commercial break honestly got me a little thirsty. I'm thinking maybe, you know what? Give me a roll. Give me a roll real quick, and then maybe we go on a break.
Yeah. Yeah, I've pulled together a lot of commercials as well, and I think it'll be really cool to show all of them off.
16?
This is 16. Is that good? Does that go on my performance report?
It does. That's, listen, I don't want to promise anything because, the economy's been tight, but you could be looking at a 0.5% raise maybe.
Okay, good. Also, I've been really hoping that we could get one of those super cool, awesome, chaotic events when we come back. Can we get one of those?
Oh, yes. Acolytes, when we return, chaos will be served. We'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Chaos! Acolytes, do you love the amazing players we've had on the show week after week? Do you enjoy when chaos events reign supreme in the arena? Well, know that it's all thanks to your bits, tips, and subs. Your dollar increases our chaos bar and helps us pay the talented folks on our show. For those of you who have already given, thank you so much.
Nice dice, Dice Daddy. Good roll, Dice Daddy. That's it, Dice Daddy. Don't be shy. Get in there. Thanks, Dice Daddy. Dice Daddy.
As you yeet that rock with that alien on it, I don't want to die! As he, like Krillin and DBZ just explodes.
Another little glowy worm crawls out. Timothy!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Unbeknownst to you, you've killed the mayor of the Worms town. He had brought peace and prosperity to his new empire, but now their society cast adrift on an asteroid, leaderless, falls into chaos once again, and decays from within. And
Look, sometimes I don't know my own strength. I'm sorry.
Shirt, or are your nipples really just showing right now?
No, they're very sharp.
how sharp? On a scale from 1 to diamonds.
Can you use them as daggers now?
Yes, I do have the 2 daggers. I'm gonna use my nipples. I put my daggers away.
Welcome to another episode of Did You Know? While crayons were originally developed to be a child's form of artistic expression, they are made of paper and paraffin wax, so they work as a makeshift candle. So, to prepare for your next lights out emergency, get your box of Crayolas. Better yet, just get a flashlight. Is your dog lonely? Then it's time for them to try our new app, Dinder. With a swipe of the paw, you can help your dog find the bone they're looking for. Let's see some of the profiles. Meet Pancake. This rambunctious hound will have you chasing your tail. Souffle, on the other paw, can get you begging for a good treat. Don't worry, we haven't lost Marbles. They're just in the shower. If you're looking for a bad dog, meet Frankie, the baddest baddie on Dinder. Platy is a fluffy puppy that'll get hair on all your favorite sweaters. Chonk has the booty. That's all. Finally, Hoops, the woofer with the snout perfect for booping. Now, whatever your type is, be sure to download Dinder today and help your dog find love. Arbiter!
Yes, Grandmaster.
You get to jump in on this one.
I come in hot, white, glowing wings flared out. I've got the cheapest metal chair that you could possibly find. It's like I've got 10 or 20 years of repressed rage behind this chair. I'm rolling to hit with this chair. Oh, that's good. That's good. That'll hit. That's 16.
Is that ice-cold glass of water no longer satisfying your thirst? Do carbonated beverages suck now, leaving you feeling over-sugared? Try tuna juice. Sourcing good tuna juice is easy. Open your can of tuna, like so, hold down the lid, and then take a delicious quick sip. Be sure to try tuna juice today. I do drink.
Welcome back, acolytes. I can't.
There's nothing wrong with tuna juice.
I condone drinking tuna juice.
I just want to say.
That's right. Drink double sun cola instead.
That's not going to happen. Actually, I'm going to make a proclamation that tuna juice is now banned throughout the void. It is illegal to own or drink tuna juice. You can use it for bait or something like that, but consuming tuna juice is now illegal. I have spoken.
There's like a whole storage down below where we just only have tuna cans.
Well, then I guess we're gonna have to drain all the juice out of it and eat it dry.
Won't somebody accidentally drink the juice? Like if you drain it, like you'll feed the fishes?
I don't govern the fishes. I mean, I do kind of. Listen, I don't care what the fishes do. It's the people I'm concerned with. Are you
ruling the void, or are you not the ruler of the void? Or
Listen,
are you just
I'm not going to be
people,
questioned by someone who was a
fish?
worm 30 minutes ago.
Wait, are fish outside the realms of your jurisdiction? Or this because fish are really powerful?
Do you know what fish love to eat?
Tuna. No, wait, they're fish. Tuna. Fish are tuna. Tunas are fish. That can't be right. Would we be embarking in a form of cannibalism?
No. Fish.
That would be really cool. We should feed tuna fish to the fish.
Worms!
This is a great idea.
Fish like to eat worms.
Oh, wait. I don't like that idea.
Yes. You wouldn't.
Okay.
Very well. I think I've made my point clear here. Acolytes! We've returned, but before we kick off round number 4, we have to do some housekeeping around the arena before these two kill each other. Should we start with the... You know what? Let's start with just a classic, good old-fashioned box of chaos! Acolytes,
chaos!
you have triggered the box
chaos!
of
There's
chaos.
a box! And it comes down, and it has fires in it. I love the box of chaos. It goes, and then there's a little creepy crawly guy that comes out of it and goes, "Give me something to trade." And then everybody always trades something really cool with it, and it goes, "I like this," and I'll go, "Here's something." That's the box of chaos. Everybody loves the box of chaos.
You're kind of cramping my style. I was doing a whole thing, and never mind. He stands up and just waves his hand like half-assed as the box of chaos comes slamming down onto the field of battle with the lid flipping open, a column of pink and yellow fire shooting into the sky, producing no heat. The box of chaos will cost a sacrifice of 1 action, and you will be able to roll on the table for a new magic item, which hopefully will be good for you if you choose. Very well. Box of chaos in play now, but before we begin, I think chaotic event. Should we do that?
Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! Yes! 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 Yes!
Would you like to roll for it?
Yes! 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 Yes!
Proceed.
Yes!
The acolytes demand chaos, and we will give it to them.
I will give them a chaos. I need a chaos die. Julia, give me your die. And Thea will quickly swoop down, grabbing a die offered by Julia to give it a roll. And what number shall we get? But a natural 20! I'm really, really, really good at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. With the that means that we get a special thing with the chaotic list. Let me look at the chaotic list. When it says a nat 20, oh my god.
What is it? What did you get? What did you roll?
Rolling out their carts onto the field, Chef Chinchillas construct a flaming onion volcano on a flat open grill before you as their hibachi setup is displayed. They line up across, willing and ready to feed the acolytes. They toss an egg, letting it slide down their spatula, joking about the egg roll. Noodles are tossed, rice divvied out, and they prepare to catapult shrimp into your baby bird-like mouth. Roll to see if you catch the shrimp or if you fail. Choose a fighting spirit out of embarrassment.
We need both of you to roll a DC 15 metal save to catch this shrimp.
Will you catch it? Catch the shrimp. Catch the shrimp. Catch the shrimp.
Once again, Atlas will remind everyone that he has no mouth.
Yeah, you're right. He does not. With a natural 1, Killy, you also fail. Both of you will take 1 fighting spirit of damage for the failure. You will both take a fatigue. Atlas, you will take another fatigue and another fighting spirit for the nat 1. Whew.
Okay, so that puts Atlas at 7?
It does, with 3 fatigues, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. That is correct. And then Killy is then also at 7, correct?
7.
Correct.
I believe I should be on 8.
You just lost
Because
2.
I healed 1 and then damaged 1. Oh, and then I lost 2. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
the
yeah,
nat.
right. Yeah.
Duh, I remember the nat 1. I remember the nat. Flashback to the roll of the 1.
As you fail to catch this shrimp in your mouth, you both take this fatigue. Atlas, you taking even more fatigue from the embarrassment of not having a mouth. As a reminder, at 5 fatigues, you die in the arena. So, very well then. I'm gonna kick this one off. Now that we've settled chaos, the box of chaos is there for you both to use. Let's begin round number 4.
Oh, 4. I thought you were saying 5, so I held up 5 fingers.
It's okay. Like,
Hold on.
again, I
And
think we've
Leah
well
pulls out a
established
small
that your
hatchet
show
and
comes
chopped
to
off
mind.
her thumb. Now I have 4 fingers only.
There is something very wrong with you.
Chaos! And Thea will take her thumb and throw it out to the acolytes for them to eat. My gift!
Atlas, can you? I can't listen to this anymore. Can you go ahead, please?
Atlas will also be like kind of like there's a bit of him that's stalling, having seen that. So Atlas we're still with the bottle of Double Sun soda in his hand. Atlas will use his kind of like really big metal thumb and break the neck of the bottle, and I'm gonna pour it onto the tattoo advertising mark that Killy put on me in the previous round.
Mm-hmm.
And as it does so, it sort of begins to fizzle. The paint and the artwork starts to melt as Atlas goes, "You know what? You're right. You can use it for anything." And I'm gonna use an action to wipe off the status effect.
Okay, your metal returns to normal.
With the next one, I'm gonna start venting some steam as Atlas's engines sort of have started to overheat. And I'm gonna try and restore some of my fatigue with a metal check as I'm trying to recover a little bit.
Ooh, no check necessary
nice.
on the metal. You're able just to get rid of that fatigue with the action.
Hold on. All right, I'm done. And then with my final action, I'm gonna crack open the box.
Oh, a box! What's in that box?
Actually, this is embarrassing. I totally forgot. There's no soul in the box.
No, there isn't.
Oh man.
I mean, there's some leftover essences, but none of them are whole enough to be anything of use.
Those guys suck. What am I gonna do? Quick think. You know what?
What?
I got it. I'm not using this thing anyways. As the Arbiter, so the Lord of Fate, jeez, that reaches down to the ground and rips his own shadow off of the ground, pulling it up to its feet, separating himself from his shadow. You should be powerful enough to fuel the box. As he throws his shadow into the box, and as it hits, it slams the lid, explodes with that pink and yellow fire, as now a newly formed soul in the box, crafted from the shadow of the Arbiter, creeps its hands out, and those yellow eyes peek over the lid. Well, what is it that you want?
I seek victory.
Can you be a little more specific?
I
got some
would
items.
like to be bigger, please.
Bigger? Yeah, let me see what I can. What are you gonna give me? What do you got to trade?
Oh, 1 minute. Atlas moves a little bit away. He says, could you turn around, please? Just eyes that way, just a little.
Yeah, I guess so. As the shadow figure begins to spin around inside of the box.
Cool. Atlas squats and just. He bites his hand.
What's going on back there?
Wait, time out. How did you bite?
Oh, dang it.
Great point.
Yeah, okay, that's okay. I'll ask the Arbiter next time. As you hear this sort of thunk fall out, I'm going to present him with a battery from the void that was provided by a chinchilla from earlier on.
Yeah.
I present to you raw power.
Oh, this is great. My Game Boy's been dead for like 3 weeks. As he takes the battery and slinks down into the box, closing the lid as it begins to rumble and shake. Roll me a D20.
D20. There we go. And a baboosh.
19.
19.
A 19? Let me look down the list. Hold on. And Thea will look at her, flipping through her clipboard a couple times. Here it is. 19. It's Kenny's missing arm. Small and green, the arm magically attaches itself to lend you a hand. Don't feel bad about using it. He's not going to be needing it anyway. Your instinct increases by +1, and including all impact or abilities that are also impacted by instinct as well. But if you roll on that 1 on defense, the arm goes dead. Just go because it's Kenny. Kenny is pretty useless.
So you now have small green goblin arm magically attached to your body. Where would you like this arm to be?
And as we clarified earlier, there's a hand attached to the arm. You don't just get a hand, it's the arm.
It's a hand and an arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to attach it to just center mass, right in my pecs, kind of coming out of my sternum, this tiny little goblin hand. I'd also, as it sort of merges, I'm imagining that it's still got kind of a soul attached to it, as it's trying to figure out where it is with no other means of interacting with the world around it. I will try to focus and use the newfound action that I've gotten from the extra hand in order to try and restore some of my fighting spirit.
All right. Roll a DC 12 metal save. 20 will do it.
It will do. That bumps him up to an 8. That means that Atlas has more fighting spirit than Killy right now.
That is how math works.
Because 8 is greater than 7.
I know what 8 is greater than 7. Why are you talking to me like this?
Oh, I thought you wanted help.
The Lord of Fates has just a large vein about to explode in the side of his head as he just.
You know what will make you feel better? The next turn, yeah, Killy. It's your turn.
So Killy, having seen that Atlas got a new arm, just casually walks by, looks at the arm and says, nice new addition. And he reaches behind him and he pulls out a bright red bottle of Double Sun Cola and he puts it in the hand of the arm. And then the bright red bottle begins to vibrate violently until it just explodes into like a shower of glass and soda. But this time, the soda is like corrosive. It's 3 times as damaging as normal soda attack.
Oh, that's the power of soda. That is 3 times the power of the sun, right? Or 2 suns, so like six suns.
Yeah, technically
Exactly.
that would be 6 suns.
6 suns. 6 suns exploded on you. That sounds.
That is a 7 to hit and a 7 to defend!
Oh my goodness!
With a tie, your exploding bottle of soda does not deal any damage to Atlas's hard metal chassis, but as he's avoiding this and you are making the attack, the exertion from it causes both of you to gain 1 fatigue.
Is because you both have to put so much effort and then it crashes as the 2 of you hit and thus tired.
Well, I think the explosion knocks Killy to the ground, close to the box, and he's just gonna reach inside.
Easily you slink that hand over into the box and it opens up. And you feel like as you put that hand in, another hand touches yours very softly, gently, just like on the fingertips, and slides a hand up very, very well. You know what? Lord of Fate, I'll let you describe this since it's your shadow.
Yeah, no, hey, I'm just trying to shake that image out of my mind now.
Sorry. I thought it was going to be like a nice touching moment, but then I realized like I probably shouldn't do that for you. And I thought like, oh, look, it's like, oh, the shadow's been wanting, human contact for a while. And it's like, it's warm.
What do you want?
Atlas is
Hey, Killy is going to point at Atlas, and he's going to say, I want that robot to have a mouth.
Well, what do you have to trade? I don't know if I can do mouths.
Killy takes off his hat. His long blonde hair unleashed, unfurling down across his back. It's oddly pretty. And he puts the hat inside the box.
Well, as he puts this on and the tubes whip out and now he starts sucking on the Sun Cola. I'll be right back. As he closes the lid. Roll me a D20.
Roll.
4.
Roll. Ooh, 4. Oh, no. I can help with this. And she'll flip through. Oh, the shadow thingy. Can you get the smelling salts? These bad boys are enough to wake your ancestors up from the dead. When sniffed, you can also clear 1 status effect for free. For free. For absolutely free.
As the box rumbles and
Now I
shakes
realize.
and explodes, it comes up with the smelling salts and floats them to you. I'm all out of mouths. Sorry, but I found these in my pocket.
Should have just kept my hat. And Killy just stuffs
Don't
it
take backs.
back in the rear side of his pants.
All right, I can now clear a status effect for free.
Well, I think Killy is going to then turn to Atlas, and he's going to look at the marred logo of the Double Sun Cola on Atlas's chest, and he's just going to be aghast for a moment. He is just like, bro, what are you doing there? You were just helping me sell my cola a moment ago. I know you would love. Let me fix that for you. I know you want that logo on your chest. So he's going to use his sponsor break again.
All right.
Tell us about this sponsored ad.
Yo, last time, kids, I told you to go steal your parents' wallet and go buy yourself a pack of this soda. This time, what I'm telling you is to just go and sell your parents for a pack of this soda. That way, you've got 2 less mouths in your household that's gonna steal that soda from you, and then you could have all that delicious juice straight into your lips so you could grow up nice and strong, just like me.
I don't know where does this, this is not okay. You can't just slap logos all over our shit.
But I like the logo, and you can see that Thea also has one on the back of her clipboard.
Oh my god.
I mean, do you want a logo too? I can make that happen.
No, I don't want a logo unless they're paying us.
I can give
If you
some
win the fight,
free
we can
soda.
talk about that. How about that?
Deal.
Deal.
Roll the dice. Roll the hit.
Roll the dice.
Dude.
Oh. Oh. Your commercial falls on deaf ears as everyone hugs their parents closely, saying, "No, we're gonna keep them." You made the wrong play. You made the wrong play. Do you have any other turns left? Any other actions?
I do.
You do. What would you like to do?
Killy is just desperate. He's starting to lose it. He doesn't have his hat anymore. His head is cold. And you notice on top of the hair, like when the hair fell out and was blown by the wind, there's actually like a little bald spot. It's a little shiny. And you get it just like as Killy lowers his head, the angle of the light just blinds you for just a moment, Atlas. And so then Killy's going to take that opportunity to rush up to you and spend all 3 of his status effects to just smash bottles of soda onto your chest. Because if I can't put my logo there, if Double Sun Cola is not going to get there, then I'm going to try to dissolve your chest. So that nobody can no corporation can slap a logo there ever again.
All right. All 3 status effects used at once. It's a 5 to hit.
Oh.
At 8.
I need to throw this dice away.
An
Yes,
18
you
to
should change that.
defend. It is not gonna work
No.
as you burn all 3 status effects.
So as Killy rushes in with like what I imagine is like, every single knuckle between each finger has like a different bottle of soda as he's getting ready to like sort of come in and smash this acidic brew over Atlas's chassis. Atlas actually rushes in and puts his hands around Killy as the bottles kind of miss, and he says, "It is okay. Being bald isn't that bad." I'm just gonna give him a hug.
They told me if I drank it, it would grow back.
Bald people are cool. You don't listen to them. Look at some of the coolest people. Din Wiesel, for example. Many, many aspiring and amazing people have bald heads.
Name some. Thea challenges
Well,
you.
Din Wiesel, Woos Billis, and many, many more like that.
Yes, those are 2 great examples. I don't
Not-
need any more.
Not really a list. It's not even 3 things.
It was the start of a list. Mr. Clean!
it's-
The acolytes scream out. That's 3!
Yep, Florence Lishburn.
Fine.
Sure, I forgot.
You've listed enough things. Okay, fine. Gilly, is there anything you're gonna do for the rest of your turn?
Oh, that was all my actions.
All right, very well. Thea,
Killy's
can you?
just holding Atlas for now.
The acolytes are still screaming too. Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Can you give me a dice roll, Thea?
Oh, that's me again. That's my turn. I can absolutely do that. You better watch out because it's going to be a good one as she steals one from Locks. It's a 19. That's still pretty good.
Well-
Thanks, Locks. And she'll chuck it back at his head.
A 19. I'm gonna.
Wait.
I'm just going to let you know now with a 19 that is enough to trigger your very own chaos event.
Chaos from Thea!
Chaos!
That's right. Let's do another one. What chaos will I summon? May it be good. It's a number 16, which a number 16, if I add that up and I look at the sheet. Oh, okay. Here we go. Whizzing from the crowds. A small projectile hurls towards you, screeching like a bat swallowed a whistle. It gives you fair warning of the swarm of similar fireworks behind it. Roll to find cover.
Bottle rockets. All right. DC 15 metal saves. That is a save from Killy and a failure from Atlas. You will both take a fatigue, but with a failure, Atlas, you will also take 2 points against your fighting spirit, as this is the second chaotic event.
Ooh, that puts Atlas at 6 and Killy still at 7.
At 5,
And also, I want to note,
Right.
5?
Or did you heal?
Oh, yeah, because one of them hit. I'm really bad at counting. I'm really glad we talk about this every single time. That's good. Also, I think we're doing really good overall. That does also mean that Atlas has 4 fatigues, and Killy then has 3 fatigues, which means they're really close to being exhausted to death. The 2 of you better take care of yourselves. You just look at me. Great. Thea throws up her clipboard. What did I even do? Gave a great pop talk, told them to take care of themselves, and all I get are 4 eyeballs staring at me.
That's the way it goes. Don't take it personally. When you're in a leadership
I am
position,
very personal. It's fine. We're gonna do round number 5, and she'll hold up her 4 fingers on one hand and have to hold up a finger on the other. It's round number 5.
Yes, round number 5. Champions, before we begin the round, though, let me inform you. The Box of Chaos will be staying on the field of battle tonight. You can choose to use it again, but it will cost you a fatigue.
Ooh.
Choice is yours. Atlas, you're up.
All right. As Atlas has been unresponsive, this is because he is going to use 3 actions to remove 3 fatigue.
Okay.
As he has used the opportunity for the sponsored ad and the like to, while he's holding on to Killy, just recharge, and you just hear this as the dinging moves upwards. Then suddenly, you hear this like kind of the sound like this wake up noise of like his CPU sort of going up. His fists come together and squeeze tightly. As I'm going to use my final action and a power-up, plus my unbreakable force to give me a bonus +2.
All right, you're sacrificing
in order
2 health.
to correct. In order to basically squeeze Killy. And the idea here is while he's in that hug and he's bear crushing it, is I'm going to then reverse it into a German suplex, trying to hit the ground with the bald spot of his head.
Oh, that'll be so cool.
My only weakness.
Roll to hit.
Is it kill? Yes, his Achilles heel, I guess.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. I'll allow it. A 19 to hit, but a natural 20 to defend!
So that was actually a 21 from me as well.
21.
Because that's including my +2.
Natural 20 will still be a success on the defense. And you will gain 1 fighting spirit. Your fighting spirit will go up to 9, and you'll gain an adrenaline. So you now have 2 adrenaline.
Excellent. So you do that and you suplex Killy into the ground. And for a moment, you think you've won. But then you hear a low chuckle. You fell for it! You thought that this was my weakness? You thought I actually cared that I'm bald? Have you seen my face? I've got bigger problems. And in the meantime, Keely has tried to use his last sponsor break to draw another logo, but this time on the top of Atlas's head.
Oh, bald spot on bald spot on bald spot. We look for that landscape. Ooh, oh,
21 to hit.
He rises from the ashes of his burned hair follicles.
It's being super slow.
Oh, it's all right.
I think.
It's the build-up. This is how we do anticipation.
Impatient. See, I'm learning.
Yeah, it was still pretty short.
I thought he would be rolling by then. You know, it's really.
Oh no, I might need to
quick.
quickly reset my
You're good.
thing.
You do that. You do that. This is your chance to teach your dice a lesson. Tell them you better behave and give me the number I want.
While this, while he is resetting, I imagine that Killy is just continuing to go on a sales pitch.
Yes, and I think that as Killy is like his head is still smashed onto the ground, like his arms are crossed in front of him while Atlas is hugging him like around the waist area, but Killy then begins to hug Atlas back, and he begins to tell him, "Look, I know you're a robot and you have no mouth, but I think the delicious taste of double stunt cola will even reach those cold, hard circuits inside of you. And I think you'll provide that little spark, that little energy boost that you never knew could taste so good. I think you deserve to have a couple of extra bottles inserted into your ports, my friend. I'm willing to do that for you. As a favor.
You sacrifice those bottles. Pour those suckers out.
I'm not going to lie. It is a great source of misery and contention that I do not have a mouth. I cannot enjoy such things as the water of the tuna, or the shrimps from the hibachi, or the delightful taste of double sun cola.
Oh my god!
It's a natural one!
As that cola begins to seep in, your fans begin to slow down, and indeed, those cold circuits do warm up on that end with the nat 1. That means you also lose a few points.
You lose a fighting spirit and you gain a fatigue, as well as a nice logo on your chest in which your metal decreases by 1.
Yep.
So, Killy is then going to reach around and he's going to put his fingers around the port, around Alice's port, and he's going to say, "I'm going to help you turn this to a mouth, my friend." And then the golden logo begins to channel again as he tries to rip the port in half.
Oh!
And I'm using a power up.
All right,
Ports
using
weren't meant to
your
open that
last
wide.
power up.
The final
Please be a good roll.
power up.
Oh my god.
And I'm not gonna get tagged for extra sound.
Let's see, it is a 4 to hit and a 17 to defend. Port denied.
Yeah, that port closes. Denied. No entry. Exit
All
only.
the golden glow just like goes away, and then Killy's like, and he just tries to pull again normally. Normal attack.
All right. 21 to hit.
Oh.
Versus a 5. It's going to hit.
He rips it open just a little bit, opening it up like it bisects the port and like splits it open as if it looks kind of like a crude mouth. And then Killy, for his final action, pulls out a bottle from behind him, and he says, this one is for you." And then he pours it inside the port as a final attack.
Roll the hit.
As I want to set this up, Right now, Atlas has 1 fighting spirit left. Atlas! Thea will look at you. Don't you dare give up! I believe in you!
There's a moment as the liquid falls through. Atlas's mind races. There's this brief moment of like angelic choirs as he realizes he has a mouth. At long last, the one thing that has eluded him this whole time, he has a mouth. But then you watch as the first few drops start to seep down. Atlas crams that hole in his port shut, which causes it to drip off the faceplate, avoiding going into his systems. As he says, "I cannot disappoint, Thea."
With a 17, Atlas, you deny this attack, staying alive. I believe it is now the end of the round. We'll just go straight to your turn here in round number 6.
All right. Atlas is going to use his first action to erase the mark from the top of his head, this time by doing something very drastic. He just rips that that head plate just off of the top of his head, and then uses it to basically try and smash into Killy's face with a strike.
Wow! Hit him!
Oh no!
One!
So as Atlas grabs onto the top of the head plate, he pulls a little too hard, and you watch as these wires and this cybernetic brain just rip loose of the housing in the skull. He looks at it in his hand, and you hear him just sort of says, "I appear to have made an error." And then he watches his arms sort of fall to the ground. You watch as the lightning sort of fizzle and die out, and you watch as this clump of metal just sort of collapse downwards. But as it does so, you see out from the body, instead of oil, there is a secret ingredient inside of the heart of Atlas. In this canister that fuels his entire body, you see this bright golden yellow liquid start pouring out. Because Atlas had double sun cola inside of him the entire time.
What have I done? What have I done? No!
Thea quickly swoops down, opening her wings. No. Be strong. And she'll lift you up a little bit. Hopefully that you can stand on your own, Killy. Look at me, Killy. You did exactly what you needed to do. You pushed Atlas to the brink to pull themselves even apart to be able to challenge you. Atlas gave it their all, and you gave it all. The two of you together showed us what double sun can do. And isn't that the beauty of this fight?
It is. It is. But I feel like my work is now unfinished. And Killy walks over to the broken core, spilling the bright orange juice. And he picks up the core, and he puts it to his lips, and he begins to just glug, 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 glug. It's like just seeping out of the corners of his mouth. It's like spilling down his shirt. But he finishes that entire core. And he says, "Now Atlas is inside of me too. And together, we will sell more soda than we ever could apart. This I swear to you. Tin brother."
Yeah, well done, champion. You You are the victor of the first round of combat in season 5. Acolytes! Is this not the... Well, it's not blood. Is this not the internal bodily fluids you were after?
Lord of Fate.
Yes.
You kind of suck at this.
Would you mind? I never... This is not... I don't normally do this part. Can you...
I can tell. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Like
Would you mind just taking over this part?
Yeah!
You know.
And a
You do it.
spiral zoom up to the sky like an immense comet just and a pink cloud of dust bursts everywhere, scattering amongst the acolytes. This has been chaos. This is where they prove themselves and thrust into each other to spill their juices everywhere. This is the fight that we started with season 5, and it couldn't have been any better. We look at the fallen Atlas. We will have you return. And again, some small goblins now showing up for the first time bring out a small canvas, toss Atlas onto it to pull him away. We can, and we will rebuild them. And we look at you, Killy Yes-Man. You and your greatness and how you have stood for your brand through it all. You have inspired our hearts to drink all that we can of life, so we may also spill our juices everywhere.
What?
Is that good? Is that good, Lord of Fate?
Can you wrap it up here?
Yeah, yes! Welcome and good night to D20 Deathmatch!